Hey guys, this is Karina, and you know I got soul.
Karina, so I want to start talking about your latest release, which was the Solitaire song, which is beautiful tribute. What inspired you to put that together and release it?
I wrote it from a personal experience. When I was signed to Def Jam, I was signed by my A&R, Shakir Stewart, who passed away by suicide. And it took me a long time to finally write a song about it. You know, it was really dear to me. I didn't even realize that I was grieving and struggling with, just the whole situation that happened. So finally, after a while, I was able to express it in song. And I was actually trying to write a pop song at first, like for Demi Lovato or something, and it turned into that, and it was crazy how it just snuck up on me. So Rage directed the video. Tyler, who was my boyfriend, he wrote the treatment, and it all came together really well. And teaming up with the Jed Foundation, who supported, bringing awareness to suicide and depression and all that. So yeah.
Awesome.
Just said a whole lot.
Yeah, that's cool though. Can you talk about your last release? I believe was Trips to Venus, the EP.
Yeah.
So what's the journey been like since that release? Because I know we haven't heard from you as much in terms of releases.
Since that release, my life has just been a lot of trying to listen to myself and what I want and who I want to be, and just that, I guess, young 20s discovering who you are. And I moved out to LA finally, which was a shock to a lot of people because I was always really sheltered. But I needed that, and I needed to grow and take some time to really experience things and become who I am and shape myself as a young adult, because I was still, really in the old days. So that's what I've been up to lately. I've been working on some new music, and it's a whole different sound. It's really true to who I am. So you'll hear it soon.
Right. I know there was supposed to be a part 2 of the Trips to Venus EP. Did that get shelved because you were in the process of growing and?
Yeah, there was a lot of transition stages with that, and certain things happened that I didn't really agree to, and it was just a lot of messy things, so it kind of impeded the process and also just halted it completely. So I'm still working on releasing an EP. I'm not sure if it's going to be a part 2 to Trips to Venus. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to close that chapter or, expand on it.
Cool. With the way the industry changes so rapidly, has it ever been hard for you to find your lane? Because you're a true artist, beautiful vocalist, and that's like a focal point in your music, as opposed to some of what's on mainstream. It's not so much. That does it make it challenging for you at times?
Very. That's why that's part of my growing process, and why I've been a little quiet for so long, because it's such a struggle. You listen to what's going on and you think, okay, well, everybody's doing that, so should I do that? Should I change my sound, or should I stay true to what I'm doing and hopefully it'll shine through, because right now in this day and age, it's just so easy for, I don't want to offend anybody, but for people who aren't really vocally, it's just easy for anybody to sing. So it's hard for people who can to shine through, because it's so easy nowadays. And at the end of the day, I'm staying true to myself, at the same time staying true to my fans and what they love from me, and that's what matters.
Right. Even, on your debut, you entered the industry at such a young age. I believe it was 16 years old, released your debut at 17. Did you get to control the music and how you wanted and what you put out? Was it more the label guiding you because you were so young? Was it more just you were following directions, or? And not to have you diss anyone, I'm just trying to get some perspective.
Yeah, I'm not dissing anyone. It's just I was so young, and I thought I should follow directions, and I think it hurt me, but at the same time helped me realize that I should definitely be a part of it. So even though the album was amazing and I loved every song,
definitely.
But back then I look back at certain things and I don't even remember what was going on, because I was so in a trance of everybody saying do this, do that, and I wasn't really there. So I feel like now that's what's so different from before, where I'm here, I'm present in every moment, I'm involved with what I'm doing, and that's really important. Even though I was young and I should have listened to direction, of course, you know, like I was 13,
Right.
14, it's still, I still wish that I could have at least spoken up sometimes.
Right, that's fair.
Yeah.
So let's talk about where you're at now with your music. Sonically, where's it taking you? You know, where are you at?
I love so many types of music that it's like a struggle daily. I'm like, oh, let me do this, let me do that, let me do this. But I think right now it's very, I still have my jazz influence, so that's there. And it's very R&B, pop vibey, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to control and say it's this or that. Like, I kind of want to take away what I just said. I don't really want to label it.
Yeah.
It's just what I feel and what I love. And
Right.
that's what, I love all of the other stuff that I've done, but what I'm doing right now, it's like I can feel the difference. So it's
Right.
really what, like, flows through my body.
Awesome.
So that's how I can explain it.
Awesome. Now, is the plan to release the new music through a label? Would you like to do it independently? What are you looking to do?
I think I'm gonna stick independent of it. It's hard. It's the toughest thing ever. But
Right.
you know, I've got the gauge of who I am, and I know what I want, and I'm not waiting on anybody to do it. So
Right.
I'm gonna do that, and if someone sees, you know, catches
Right.
the vibe, then come along.
Right.
You know? So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then the last question, so as you're creating, is commercial viability or thinking, will this work at radio, or is this current? Does that enter your mind at all, or are you just feeling free to create what's in your heart and what you feel?
I think these past 2 years, that was really a struggle.
Right.
That's why I was really going back and forth with myself and trying to figure out what to do, because I wanted to stay current but at the same time stay true to myself. So I think right now what I'm on is I'm staying true to myself.
Awesome.
If you love it, you
Awesome.
love it, you know? Like, I have to love it first, and that's what matters. How are you guys gonna love it if I don't? You know? So I'm not gonna sit here and like try to like maneuver the type of stuff that I do according to what's happening, you know?
Right.
Like, I think if I make a good body of work, it'll shine.
Right. I love that philosophy.
Yeah. Nice.
So that's all we had. Anything you'd like to add?
Just, I guess, check out the tribute on YouTube, Solitaire, and go to the Jed Foundation. They do amazing things to help people if you're struggling with anything, any type of depression, or just you know someone who's struggling. Please reach out. It's never too late to ask for help. Just please. So check it out, and yeah, thanks.